Hey everyone, I'm Tori, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to get this look. I hope that you enjoy. So I'm going to start with a completely clean face. I have on like moisturizer and face oil, and then I have my brows blocked as you can see, and I have my hair out of my face. I am going to start with my eyes for this particular look, and what I'm going to be doing is carving out like a brow bone shape that I want. So I'm taking a white foundation and I'm going to kind of stamp in the shape that I want. I'm going in with my translucent powder and setting the white that I just put down. What I'm going to do next is use my friend Scotch tape, and I'm going to use this as just kind of like a cheat. I'm going to place it at the corner of my eye and go up and out where I want the outside of my eye to be. You could also do this with like a card or a piece of paper, but I like the tape because then I don't have to hold something. I'm gonna copy this on the other side of my face and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and did one full eye off of camera, and now I'm gonna show you how I did that on this side. So I'm gonna take a white and prime my entire eyelid. I'm also going to take it on my eyebrow and make that even more white than it was before. Next, I'm going to take a white eyeshadow and go over just the eyebrow part. Now I'm going in on a little dome, little pencil brush, and I am going to take a dark gray eyeshadow and map out this line along the tape. Now that I have that mapped out, the shape, I'm going to take a slightly lighter gray and blend that just a little bit. Time for black. With the black, I'm going to go on a little teeny tiny brush, and I'm going to make sure that I have this shape down nice. I'm going to keep building the black up until it's to a darkness that I like. I'm gonna go back in with the white cream and define the crease and cut the crease. When you're doing this, take your time, make it as perfect as you possibly can. I find that a flat brush or a little flat brush that has a dome, like a little rounded flat brush, it's very thin, that is the easiest way to kind of stamp the shape where you need it to go. I'm going to take like a little white shimmer and then a silver shimmer and pack that onto the new lid that I just created by cutting the crease. So I'm going to take the white towards just the very inner part and stamp that on. Make sure that before you lay down any product that you blend and make sure that there aren't any creases. Now I'm going to go in with like a really intense silver. Now that I have that, I'm gonna go back into the outer part of the eyeshadow and blend it all with those grays and blacks. And I'm going to take that little tiny detail brush again with the black and go in and clean up that line. Make sure that you're only blending out the top of the little line that you're putting down. Don't blend it onto the new eyelid that you just created, or else it's going to make it look not as sharp and defined. Once you're satisfied with the blend that you've done, go ahead and peel off that tape. And you can see the start of the new eye shape that you just created. Clean up anything that fell on your face so that way it doesn't mix with anything that you're about to put down. So what I did was I made this eye look so much bigger than it actually is. And now, because I made the top look bigger than it actually is, I need to make the bottom look bigger than it actually is too. So I'm going to take my white cream on another tiny little detail brush, and I'm going to extend the inner corner of my eye, like I did on this side. So I'm going to draw it under my eye. Then I'm going to connect that line in. I'm gonna go ahead and take it on the waterline. Be super, super careful while doing this. You don't want to stab yourself in the eye by accident. If you do stab yourself in the eye, it's not the end of the world. Use some eye drops or a little Q-tip or whatever. You should be able to wipe the product off. Just be careful. Once I'm happy with the shape that I created, I'm gonna go in with a little brush and white eyeshadow or white translucent powder and pack that onto the white that I just laid down. And now I'm gonna do this little line here and here with black. So once again, taking the little detail brush and black eyeshadow. This is a technique that is used for drag, it is used for opera, it can be used for regular theater stuff. For instance, we used this technique just on a much smaller form in Kiss Me Kate. And now I'm gonna go do the little inner corner line. So to do this, I find where my eyelash, like where my lash line is, and I literally draw directly from there down. So I find that little corner and I just act like this line is going to keep going. And then I take what I just did and I just run it right into the little tear duct area. This could be done with an eyeliner, with a cream, with an eyeshadow, whatever you want. I like eyeshadow the best. And I'm going to leave the eyes like this for now and work on my face, and then I will come back to the eyes. Now it's time for the fun part. So I have created a little mixture of white and black cream to create a gray base because I'm doing a fully grayscale makeup. And this is a light gray base, and I'm not using white as the base because if you start with white, you can't add any more highlights on top of that. So I start with a light gray so that way I can add highlights on. So I'm gonna be just applying this all over my face and being super careful going around my eyeshadow. Don't forget your ears or your neck. Anytime you're working with a color other than your natural skin, don't leave any blank skin visible or else it throws off the whole illusion. Now for highlighting. So I'm gonna go ahead and take just white and go over anywhere that I want to be highlighted. Blend that. Once again, be oh so very careful with your eyes. And you can see how that just brings this side of the face more to life. And now that I have the highlights done, I'm gonna go in and do the shadows. Now that I'm happy with the highlighting and contour that I've done with the creams, I'm gonna go in and set my whole face with powder. I am back from powdering my face, and now I'm gonna go in with different colored eyeshadows and go over all of the contours and highlights that I did with grays and blacks and whites. This is an optional step because you already cream contoured, but I do think that it makes a look so much better and more polished. I have gone in and set all of those with powder, and now I'm going to go in and finish up my eyeshadow. So I'm going to take the little dome brush that we used at the beginning and take a mid-tone gray and just smoke out this lash line. Now that it's smoked out, I'm going to go in with a little tiny black detail brush and clean up that line underneath. If you wanted to, you could go in and add glitter or keep smoking this out or add a liquid eyeliner, but I'm going to skip all of those steps and I'm going to move on to my lips. So to do my lips, I'm once again taking that little tiny detail brush to start out with, and I'm just going to map out the shape with a eyeshadow. You could also use a lip liner. So what I did was I just drew the outer corner of my lip in the exact same direction that this little bottom lip is going in. So if you close your lip, it should just be a continuation of that line. Now I'm gonna go and fill all that in with a black lipstick or a black cream. I'm gonna go in and do those corners with a smaller brush than this. I'm gonna take this little tiny detail brush and fill in those little corners. Now that I look like the Joker, I'm gonna go back in with my little flat brush and my foundation color, and I'm gonna go around and clean up the lip shape that I just did. I'm gonna go over the entirety of the black lipstick with the black eyeshadow. Make sure that it's set in place. I'm gonna add a little extra highlight right above my Cupid's bow. Okay, I'm gonna apply mascara and some eyelashes, and then I'll be back. All right, I am back with the completed look. I went ahead and threw on eyelashes and a wig and painted the rest of my chest gray. If I were going on stage like this, I would need to paint the rest of my body or get an outfit that's gonna cover me, but for now, just for video and photos, I'm fine with just my chest and the tops of my shoulders. I'm wearing a wig that I styled a couple months back and I haven't had a chance to wear, so I thought that I would just throw it on because it fit this theme. From here, if you wanted to add just a little bit more, you could go in with glitter or rhinestones or more eyelashes. You could do little individual spiky lashes on the bottom. I normally do those with drag, but today is just not feeling it. And you could also, of course, go in and add whatever eyebrows that you want, but once again, today I wasn't feeling eyebrows. I kind of like just the super highlighted brow bone look. It almost makes me look like I have eyebrows on, which I don't. But yeah. I hope that you guys were able to learn something today and that you enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed it, I hope to see you another time.